So I guess tell us about how you became involved in the project.
I did a movie with Pete Berg a couple years ago called Battleship, and we had a great time on that. That was my first project with him, and then I got a call to help him out on Lone Survivor, which originally Explosions in the Sky, the band was hired to do the music, which they did a lot of, and then I came in towards the end to help out a little bit with some scenes and stuff.
Tell me about the emotional power of this film. It's really emotionally.
That was the biggest trick, was to do an emotional score without doing kind of a Hollywood score, because I've done a lot of big sort of action movies, Transformers and stuff, where it's sort of fantasy stuff. You know, you can be big in Hollywood, but this is real guys. You know, real people died, and I always had that in the back of my mind, that the families of these guys who died are going to see this movie, and I really need to be respectful. And with the music, I don't want to force any emotion or anything. I kind of tried to take a little bit of a back seat and let the guys in the movie, the actors, sell it, and a little different, actually a very different approach from what I usually do. So.
That's great. Why is it so important for this story to be told?
For me, you see these stories on the news mentioned, and you don't really get to know the people that went through these things. And I think, for me personally, I was really touched by seeing what these guys go through and knowing that these are real people, and actually meeting Marcus Luttrell, the guy who wrote the book, and the guy who Mark Wahlberg plays, meeting him and seeing him in person and going, you actually went through all of this and you're still sane and you can still function as a human being. I think people will be, it's important for us to know what those guys, military, go through on a daily basis. And in this movie, I think Pete Berg did a great job of showing it accurately and honestly.